Hey guys, Shawn Ray here on the Shawn Ray Report from Muscle Fitness and Flex. I want to compare and contrast a little bit of what's going on with these guys getting ready for the Olympia. Last night, I had dinner with C.T. Fletcher and Milos the Mind Sarchev. And these are two old school cats I came up with in the game many moons ago where things were totally different. There weren't any trainers or gurus, so to speak. Charles Glass was around helping out with Mike Christian and Flex Wheeler and Chris Cormier and Paul Dillette. Chad Nichols was the guru that was behind the black curtain for a lot of these bodybuilders, including Nasser, Flex, Paul, several different bodybuilders. But outside of that, there wasn't a whole lot of other people putting their hands in the cookie jar. So all the other bodybuilders had to fend for themselves. I'm one of them. We did our own thing, and we let the chips fall where they may. In today's economy, there's not a bodybuilder on the scene that doesn't have somebody as a guru or a trainer that's guiding this process for them, which means it is a collective group of people and not just the individual that will have the final say in what this athlete looks like. For example, Phil Heath has always had Hani Rambod in his corner to mentor and guide and help him along that journey. And that was his go-to guy for 8 or 9 Mr. Olympias that he was in. And so it brings us to a very interesting time, because in talking with Milos the Mind, here's the guy that did over 100 pro contests. He had maybe a couple of wins, not very many. He was a good bodybuilder, but he came up at the hardest time of bodybuilding with nothing but Hall of Famers. But he did tell me last night that in getting ready for those shows, there was a lot of experimentation going on. He had to try to find, through different solutions and formulas, what worked best for his body. And that being said, when you do a lot of trial and error, sometimes it's hard to replicate that, because every show is going to be different. Every contest will be different. And for me, I was never trying to replicate the same thing. It was always something else I was trying to work on. I'm really working on bringing my quads down. They were too big. I'm really working on trying to bring in my glutes. I'm really working on trying to discover my lower back. So I had a different agenda, literally, with every contest I got ready for. So for me, I had only pictures and videos and the mirror. I didn't have that guru telling me what I needed to work on. Shawn, your delts are too small. We got to bring up your bicep peak. I didn't have that, nor was I looking for it. I didn't ask the judges what they thought I should bring next year, because really, as an artist, I brought what I wanted to bring, and I just let the chips fall where they may. Like, I didn't, everyone always kind of said I was too short. I can't do anything about my height. Some people didn't like the posing style, but you know what? I'm a slow poser. That's what I like. Like, you can't tell a rapper to go do a love album. So that was what I liked. So I could display my art the way I wanted to, and I was in control of it. And when it got to the competition, I think as an individual, I didn't feel the urge or the sense to ask for someone's validation. The validation for me came from whatever I placed. And then, of course, the reinforcement of my progress came from the fans. The fans were the ones buying my t-shirts, my posters, booking me for appearances, and coming out to see Shawn Ray. So I found my reward and my gratitude and feedback from my fans. I didn't have a trainer going, you need this and you need that. Bring up your pecs, work on your abs. And nor did I want that. I think as an artist, we have to have control over our product. And I come from that mindset. My mentor was an artist, John Brown. He graduated Cal State Fullerton with an art degree. He painted pictures and drew designs and made women's fashion. And I understood the art of bodybuilding at a very, very early age. And to give that up, to surrender it to a trainer or to surrender it to a choreographer, or to have someone change and alter my path, I would lose my independence. And that's what artists are. They're very independent individuals. Well, in talking with Milos, who now guides and trains and mentors people, because he can no longer compete, all he can do is share his wealth of knowledge. And he gets satisfaction out of just being a guide. He guides the artist, the athlete, in the direction that they want to go. He doesn't take a small bodybuilder and try to make him big. And he doesn't take a big bodybuilder and try to make him small. He tries to work with, like I do, athletes that want to achieve a certain look over a certain period of time, and you just kind of put the finishing touches on. And with that being said, there's a lot of bodybuilders at this stage of the game that have other people doing things for them. And I'm going to caution you that you have to take a little bit more involvement in your product and direct where you want your physique to go, so it looks the way you want it to look and not the way your trainer wants it to look. It is still a sport of opinion, And what you bring to the stage is your individuality. Don't lose your individuality to a trainer, to a guru, a choreographer along the way, because there's only one thing you have when it's all over with. Either you're going to have a pleasant experience or you're going to have all these excuses. So enjoy the ride, but take control of that. You drive and control the direction of the look of the way you want to present yourself. And then that way you can have more pride in victory or defeat.